Hello class. So a lot of you are asking if paano na-solve or paano i-solve yung case problem natin na Clark Company sa Module 2. So actually, madali lang siyang i-solve if you can still remember our previous lessons in financial management kung paano i-calculate or i-solve yung present value. If you can still remember the formula that's included in your previous modules sa financial management. So, ang Clark Company, it's a major manufacturer of electronic or electrical transformers, and they are interested in acquiring certain fixed assets of Noble Company, an industrial electronics company. So Noble, which has tax loss carry forwards from losses over the past 5 years, is interested in selling out, but it wishes to sell out entirely, not just to get rid of certain fixed assets. A condensed balance sheet for Noble Company follows. So si Clark Company, gusto nilang malaman if pag bibilhin ba nila yung Noble Company, will their company's value increase or hindi? Kumbaga, tataas ba yung value nung company nila or tataas yung profitability nung company nila if mag-a-acquire sila or i-acquire nila yung Noble Company. So, yun yung dapat yung i-solve. Paano natin malalaman if si Clark Company ba ay tataas ang value niya kapag bibilhin niya si Noble Company or i-acquire niya yung mga assets ni Noble Company. So, dito, sinolve ko na to. Ito yung doon sa table na pinrovide ko sa module nyo. So, if you can still remember, present value or formula ng present value is this one. Ito. Diba? Cash flow over rate times 1 minus 1 over 1 plus rate raised to n. Ito yung formula ng present value. So, if isosolve natin siya based dun sa given na mga data sa problem ni Clark Company, ito yon. So, sabi doon, for the first 5 years, yung cash inflow na kailangan bayaran is $14,000, di ba? And then, after that, puro na 12,000 until the 10th year. Yun yung sabi sa problem. So, if we're going to compute or calculate the present value of the cash flow at 11% cost of capital, given to yung cost of capital na 11%. So, ganito yung kalalabasan niya. So, ito, 14,000 divided by 11. Actually, ito yung first calculation dito, short method. So, kung makikita nyo, ito short method siya for the first 5 years na cash inflow. So, ito yung formula na ginamit natin. So, pag isosolve natin to, kailangan lang natin yung data na binigay sa atin sa Clark Company. So, 14,000 divided by the rate, which is, or the cost of capital, which is 11%. That's 0.11 if you're going to convert that into decimal. Times, this is our formula, di ba? Times 1 minus, 1 over 1 plus rate raised to n. So, ito siya. So, since sa first 5 years, yung cash flow niya is 14,000. So, if you're going to solve that, if gagamitan nyo ng calculator, ito yung lalabas. 51,742.56. Pero yung nilagay dun sa table sa module is naka-round off into whole number. Pero if nalagyan nyo yung decimal, just make sure na first two decimals yung ilalagay nyo. Okay? Next is for the next 5 years. Sa year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ito, mapapansin nyo to, long method. Kung maalala nyo yung lessons natin sa present value dati sa financial management na subject, tinuruan ko kayo ng long method on how to get the present value. So, ito yun siya. Bale, ito, yung formula lang dito is, paano? Your cash flow divided by 1 plus rate raised to n. So, n yun yung period or yung time or year. So, sa long method, ito siya. CF or cash flow divided by 1 plus rate raised to n. Ito siya. So, kapag i-compute mo siya per year, ito yung lalabas na sagot na present value. Okay? So, itry nyo i-solve gamit yung long method. And then, after that, once na makompute nyo na from year 6 to year 10 using the long method, kailangan nyo nang i-total. I-add ito, tsaka yung sa first 5 years. So, pag ito-total nyo lahat to, yung total present value of inflows ay 78,062.58. Ito siya. Ito yung kabuuan ng PV natin dito. And then, it was mentioned in the problem na may cash outlay si Clark Company na kailangan bayaran na 75. So, 75, ima-minus mo yung 75,000 sa PV of inflows, and you will get the NPV of 3,062.58. Or, in short, if you're going to convert it into whole number, your answer is 3,063. Okay? So, alam niyo naman yung rule sa NPV. If it's greater than 0, accept, di ba? If it's less than 0, then reject. So, dito, yung interpretation natin sa Clark Company, since yung NPV niya is 3,063, which is higher than 0, that means, ang indication nun is, if i-acquire ni Clark Company yung Noble Company, tataas yung value ng company ni Clark or Clark Company. Okay? So, meaning, i-accept nila. Ang decision na gagawin nila, financial decision na gagawin nila, is to acquire Noble Company. Okay? So, this is also the same with how we solve Square Company, yung isang case problem na binigay ko sa module nyo. Ganon din yon. But anyway, if you prefer to use, how to say, the short method for the remaining years, for example, yung dito, actually, pwede mo din siyang gawing short method like this one. Pero, may dadagdag ka lang dyan. So, for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yung pwede yung formula dyan is eto. Let's say, CF, dito ko na lang isulat. CF, or cash flow, divided by rate. And then, times 1 over 1 plus R raised to N. Raised to n, and then times 1 over 1 plus r raised to n. So, yung dito, yung isusupply nyo dito is kung ilang years yung first na cash inflow, which is 14, diba? So, 14,000 yung cash inflow natin. That's for the first 5 years. So, dito, ilalagay nyo lang siya, isusupply nyo lang yung data. So, that's, let's say, di ba dito sa 6 to 7. So, pwede nyo ilagay dito instead na iisa-isahin nyo 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pwede nyo ilagay dito na 6 to 10. Meaning, from year 6 to year 10 na yon. So, ang calculation nyo is magiging ganito siya. So, 12,000, pag isusupply nyo yung data natin, that is 12,000 divided by the rate, which is 11%, di ba, yung cost of capital, or 0.11 in decimal. 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus yung rate natin na 11% or 0.11 raised to ilan? Ilan yung years dito? So, magka-count kayo from 6 to 10. So, that means meron pang remaining 5 years. Remaining 5 years sa ating computation. So, ilalagay nito is 5 years. Times yung kanina, di ba? Nasolve na natin yung 5 years dito. So, 5 years, that is 1 divided by 1 plus 0.11 raised to 5. So, ito na yung short method nyo. And then, ang answer nito, if you're going to solve that, I don't have a calculator here, pero pag isosolve nyo siya, ang sagot dyan ay, wait lang. Try nyong isolve. Wait lang. 51.7. So, ang sagot dyan, if isosolve nyo ay 26,320.02. So, if i-add nyo to dun sa first cash flow natin sa first 5 years, which is 51,742.56, plus eto yung sagot nyo dito from year 6 to 10, which is 26,320.02. Pag idadagdag nyo yan, magiging sagot natin dyan ay 7862.58. So, tama. Tama yung sagot. And then, i-minus nyo lang yung 75,000 na cash outlay ni Clark Company. So, ganun din. Okay? So, if you have other questions, just raise your questions in our group chat. Bye!